The man only realized after falling seriously ill that the one who had been taking care of him attentively all along was his eldest daughter, whom he had neglected and ignored for many years, while the mistress and illegitimate daughter he loved despised him, completely indifferent to his life or death. The regretful man wanted to reconcile with his eldest daughter before dying. Unexpectedly, the eldest daughter whispered that she hated her father to the bone and wished that he would die immediately. Overcome with emotion, the man suddenly died. The father's life had ended, but the war between the two daughters was only just beginning. The illegitimate daughter, Daisy, saw that her father had died and immediately rushed over to accuse the eldest daughter, Joy, falsely blaming her for causing their father's death. Joy, who had just spoken harshly to their father, immediately pretended to be innocent and pitiful, allowing her stepmother and Daisy to bully her, insisting that she had only filial intentions. Sure enough, the doctor stepped forward to speak on Joy's behalf, pointing out that only Joy had been taking care of their father these past days, while the stepmother and Daisy had not cared for him even a minute. At that moment, the lawyer also arrived, since the father had not left any will before his death. Therefore, according to the law, Joy and Daisy each received half of the inheritance. Daisy could not accept this result at all, because she had been the father's favorite since childhood. She believed she should get the entire inheritance, so she verbally attacked Joy viciously. At this moment, Joy finally stopped enduring silently. She slapped Daisy hard several times, accusing her of destroying her family and taking away their mother's belongings. Then Joy left, leaving behind an enraged Daisy. Daisy could never admit defeat. She came up with a vicious plan. The next day, Daisy reported Joy for leaking company secrets, causing Joy to be fired and blacklisted by all companies. Just as Joy stepped out of the company's gate, the famous CEO, Louis, approached Joy, claiming he wanted to hire Joy at his company. It was all too coincidental. It was all part of Daisy's plan. Daisy first isolated Joy, then arranged for a Prince Charming to appear and save Joy. Once Louis pursued Joy successfully, he would be photographed privately and exposed publicly, ultimately ruining Joy's reputation. Joy knew that the other party had bad intentions, yet she agreed because she had already known the plan and was very clear that Louis was Daisy's boyfriend. In order to let Daisy face the consequences of her own scheme, Joy chose to walk into the trap. Sure enough, soon, Louis began to pursue Joy intensely. Joy pretended to be moved and accepted Louis and deliberately acted intimate in front of Daisy's friends. Daisy started to feel uneasy. She feared that Louis would really fall in love with Joy. After all, Joy's beauty, temperament, and personality were all superior to Daisy's. Daisy called to warn Louis not to forget the plan and mission, but Louis showed impatience because he was genuinely touched by Joy's gentleness and thoughtfulness. The balance in his heart had already tilted toward Joy. Just as Louis wanted to spend the night with Joy, Joy drugged him and used his phone to send a message to Daisy, informing Daisy that the private photos had been taken. The next day, Joy invited Daisy to her house and introduced her boyfriend Louis to her, even letting Daisy call him brother-in-law. Daisy was furious, feeling that Joy was deliberately provoking her, but Joy maintained an innocent expression. While Joy went to pour some wine, Daisy ordered Louis at the wedding to follow the plan, not knowing that the ones about to be embarrassed would be Daisy and Louis. Joy smiled as she carried the wine cups. Daisy and Louis drank a little and immediately got drunk. Because it was drugged, the two unconscious people returned to the bedroom to secretly scheme an affair. All of this was transmitted to Joy's computer via surveillance. Soon, the day of the wedding arrived. Daisy invited many reporters and live streamers, preparing to spread Joy's scandal as widely as possible. Unbeknownst to her, what was played at the wedding would be the surveillance footage of Daisy having an affair with her brother-in-law.